Tim Collins with Cullman today. I'm at Logan Fire Rescue, and I'm literally inside of the building. We're not out fighting a fire. I'm with Chief Toby Bates. Chief, you've come up in the ranks. You've been voted the secretary of the Cullman County Fire Association. You're trying to make things happen out in this part of the county, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm trying to. It's in today's time, it's a little bit different than it was several years ago when I first joined the fire department. I joined the fire department when I was 16 years old, so that's a long time ago. So it's a lot of stuff's changed. So I like being up on date of training, having all my guys trained, making sure they know the things they need to know to keep themselves safe. We have 6 instructors here at Logan. We're constantly up in our training. We're actually doing more training right now. We've got some Firemanship 1 and 2 classes coming up.
Well, that's why I came out to talk to you. I don't think anybody, unless you're on the inside here, knows what Firemanship 1 and 2 is. My understanding is it's a great way for people who are even vaguely thinking about becoming a firefighter to get some training, and it's a good refresher course for people who are in the fire service, right?
Yeah, it's Firemanship 1 and 2 is your basic firefighting terminology, you might as well say. It's the early stages of becoming a firefighter. It's not so in-depth like the 160 would be. You come into firefighter 1 and 2, and it's a lot of book work. It's a lot of just learning what definitions mean and how fire works and how it burns and, you know, the things that it has to have to burn. And just that kind of stuff that people don't get so far over their head that it scares them and they don't want to be a firefighter.
So if I wanted to become a volunteer firefighter at Logan, or if I'm in some other community and want to train for it, this starts happening on Monday, correct?
Yeah, we start Monday night, March the 6th. We'll be here at Logan Fire and Rescue. We'll start at 6 and it runs till 10 p.m. We'll put the dates out, and that class is for anybody. You don't have to have any prerequisites for anything. As long as you got a driver's license and you know you're like 18 years old and you can even probably younger than that come in and sit on the class and just learn stuff. It's for anybody and everybody. There's no age limit. All the training will benefit anybody that's in the fire service, whether you're a newcomer or you've been in the service for 40 years or 50 years. Just the new ways of the way they're teaching things now is a lot to learn.
All right, and with Wes Sweatmon, he's the training officer here at Logan. I'm going to have you, if you don't mind, talk about people who are in the fire service already, firefighters with different levels of training. I'm not sure they always get enough training. This is a chance for them to do that, isn't it?
Yes, sir, it is. Through the Fire College, we do our on-site classes here. You get accreditation through the Alabama Fire College. Most of them are a Pro Board certificate, which gives you credit all over the United States as a firefighter. And the good thing is you come here to our facility, get your training, you get it for free, other than your books. You have to pick up your books through the Fire College. But we need as many as our men and women in the voluntary and the paid that can come out and take these classes, because these classes continue education for all of us.
And this is not just for folks around Logan. You're open to anybody in the county and surrounding counties, right?
Absolutely. We have some that comes from Winston County, but I want to welcome anyone from any of the counties around us. Come take the classes with us. They're very good classes. We're going to hold to a respect of the college and also the NFPA compliances. That way, when you leave this facility, you know what you need to know for these days on the job fighting fires.
Makes sense. And this is free? I mean,
yeah, it's free. We don't charge anybody anything. It's all free training. And this is just to help everybody get the training they need, because right now there's so many instances that, you know, if somebody gets hurt in the fire service, you know, there wasn't much said about it, but nowadays the way things are, it's up to the chiefs of all departments to sort of keep their people trained. And if somebody in a department if they get hurt or killed on scene, nowadays a lot has changed, and it can come back on the chief, and the chief can be held responsible.
That makes sense. Now, can you explain briefly the difference between Firemanship 1 and Firemanship 2?
Firemanship 1 is going to be your basics. You're going to get the history of the fire service. You're going to turn around and also get communications, your chain of command. You're going to learn briefly the how to take care of yourself personally in firefighter, the Firemanship 1 class. Firemanship 2, you're going to go in more depth into fire behavior, structural components on how buildings are built, how you'll have to fight them fires. And then you'll go into the 160 further in the year that goes into even more detail on how to fight and take care of your community in this fire service.
So if you want to be a certified full blast firefighter, you can come here and get that done this year, can't you?
Get it started, absolutely. You can get it started here and then continue if you want to move on to a paid department and do bridge programs or anything else you need to go with the fire college and one day be a paid fireman in the city.
That's the deal. Now these are these firemanship classes from 6 to 10 p.m., right?
Yes, sir, 6 to 10.
Are you going to feed me?
I'll feed you. Come on by. We'll give you a hot dog.
Falls back to the training.
And that's what you're trying to do is not only teach your firefighters here at Logan, but anybody in the area who wants to come out, come on, right?
Yeah, anybody can come out. They can sign up here at the class Monday night, or they can get on the fire college and go ahead and pre-register. Like I said, we've got West Sweatmon's going to be doing the classes also. And we'll do Firemanship 1, then Firemanship 2, then we'll have an ECP class. And then coming up in August, we'll be doing a 160. And then continuing on into next year, we'll probably have Firefighter 2 and just keep rolling on with different kinds of training.
You almost have talked me into wanting to sign up.
Well, you ought to come out. I mean, it's like
Yeah,
I said,
I mean, the worst, I would learn a lot, wouldn't I?
you would learn a lot, and it would, the terminology that you would learn, it would make you understand things that are going on now. And when you come up on fires, just seeing what's going on with like the smoke and all that kind of stuff, it's a lot different than it was, back in the day.
Makes sense. Well, Toby, thanks for taking time to talk to me. I appreciate it very much.